So you've probably heard of The Horse Whisperer. It was a beautiful 1995 novel by Nicholas Evans, which was turned into a film directed by and starring Robert Redford in 1998. You've probably heard of The Baby Whisperer, a book written by Tracy Hogg. Oh, she helped me so much when I was raising my babies. And you probably know all about The Dog Whisperer, dog behavior expert Cesar Millan. Today, we're going to talk about how you can easily become a body whisperer and why this is so important and essential to your health. Thank you for tuning in today. This is the Wishing You Well podcast with me, your host, Maria Patrick. We come together every week for a dose of wellness inspiration. Audio-only podcasts are great, in my opinion, because it means you can take them with you wherever you go. So I'm honored to be joining you wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Take me with you for a walk, or as you clean your home, or prepare a meal, or you lay by the pool. I'm excited to tell you that this podcast is being listened to in 23 countries and 6 out of the 7 continents. I am not yet being listened to in Antarctica. I am truly so very grateful. I've mentioned in previous episodes that I am very blessed to have a circle of incredibly generous, supportive, thoughtful, beautiful friends. My sweet friend Jean is a dear friend of mine and a frequent visitor to my home, and she always surprises me with a gift bag filled with gifts and treats, all of which are life-improving. One such amazing gift bag arrived on my doorstep yesterday morning, and in addition to there being heart-healthy almonds and beet chews and a bouquet of gorgeous flowers, there was also a wonderful wellness book entitled Good Energy by Dr. Casey Means. She's a Stanford Medical School trained physician who specialized in head and neck surgery before she left traditional medicine to devote her life to help people find the root cause of why they're getting sick. What a fabulous resource this book is. I immediately devoured it yesterday, and today I am bringing you some essential wisdom direct from the pages of Dr. Means' book. The book's mission is to help us to avoid diseases altogether, or feel better and improve our health if we're already sick. And also, it's about having the tools to look inside our bodies, which is what brings us to today's topic, how you can become a body whisperer. In order to be a skilled body whisperer, you have to be not only a great communicator, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you later how you're going to be able to do this through the foods that you eat, but you also have to be a great listener. And an effective listening tool is one that focuses on your food cravings. What are food cravings? Food cravings are when you have intense desires for certain foods. You often have a strong urge or need to eat whatever it is that you're craving immediately. This is very common. I'm sure you share the same cravings as your friends and family members, but they can be caused by a variety of different factors. Dr. Means says that food cravings are feedback from your cells. They are letting you know that you are sending them, your cells, mixed messages. Your cravings give you important insights about your health, but you have to be willing and able to listen to them. As I said, food cravings can be caused by a variety of factors, which include stress, hormones, nutrient deficiencies, and unhealthy eating habits. Food cravings, if we listen to them, will indicate what nutrients your body is lacking. Here's a quick overview. For example, cravings for chocolate may mean that your body needs magnesium. If you crave dark leafy greens, that may indicate that you need iron or folate. If you crave salty foods, it may be that you're dehydrated, or perhaps you lack minerals like potassium and magnesium in your diet. Sugar cravings can be caused by a lot of things, including stress, hormonal changes, and a lack of healthy fats in your diet. It could also be an indication that you need quick energy. If you crave carbs, it could be a sign that you have low blood sugar or you've been having an insufficient intake of complex carbohydrates in your diet. If you listen to and keep track of your food cravings, this will become a very effective tool to help you identify your nutrient deficiencies. You can satisfy your food cravings in healthy ways by choosing nutritious foods that are similar in taste or texture to the ones that you're craving. So here are some examples of that. If you're craving salty, crunchy potato chips, you could try snacking on nuts or crunchy vegetables with hummus instead. If you're craving sweets, perhaps you could switch to fruit, which will satisfy that craving for something sweet, but they're naturally filled with fiber and nutrients and antioxidants and minerals. So let's take a deeper dive into the aforementioned food cravings. If you aren't experiencing any cravings, you can use the timestamps in the description box of the podcast to skip this part and go right to the ways in which you can communicate directly with your body, become a body whisperer, through the food that you give it. Let's start with chocolate cravings. Chocolate deserves a special mention, number one on the list, since it's one of the foods that is considered to be the highest on the cravings list. Dark chocolate contains magnesium, which is shown to reduce your levels of stress hormones and help your muscles to relax. So if you're craving chocolate, chances are you're deficient in magnesium. You can address this by eating more magnesium-rich foods, such as dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, avocados. My suggestion is to look for chocolate bars with at least 80% cacao, and that means that you're going to have more chocolate and less dairy and sugar, and it's the cacao that has all the health benefits and that will also help your body to be fueled and feel satisfied longer. Another craving that shows up high on the list is sugar. Sugar is our brain's preferred fuel. And we talked about this in a recent podcast. We've been biologically programmed to seek it out. And as I said in that podcast, The Truth About Sugar, that sugar begets sugar. The more you have, the more you want, the more you'll crave it. A craving for sugar can be related to your body being fatigued. Your body is looking for fast fuel in order to keep it going. Sugar can be very habit forming, and as I said, it could reinforce further cravings. If you have a sugar-rich diet, you're going to actually mess with the levels of serotonin in your body, which could contribute to more stress and more anxiety. So if you find yourself craving sweets, one of the things that you can do is to make sure you're getting enough rest. There have been studies done by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that found that when people increase the number of hours they slept, they significantly decrease their intake of sugar. Prioritizing your sleep and making sleep a priority in your life is not only the key to helping to keep your cravings for sugar at bay, but it can also help you to reduce the production of your body's stress hormone, which is cortisol, which increases your desire for sweet foods. So decreasing the cortisol production will help you reduce that sugar craving. Are you craving greasy, fatty, or fried foods? That's often your body sending you a message that you're in need of some fat. Our bodies depend on essential fatty acids for many of its vital functions. So you need fat in order to absorb the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. So if you find yourself craving fatty junk foods and you want to run through the drive-thru more often, What you'll want to do is start incorporating more healthy fats into your diet, such as those found in nuts and olives and chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, avocados, coconut oil, and MCT oil. There's lots of different ways that you can do this, including just adding a little MCT oil into your morning coffee or smoothie, and having seeds and nuts to snack on throughout the day, or adding them into a meal, like making a crust for the fish that you're going to serve for your lunch or your dinner, or incorporating nuts as part of your breakfast by putting it on your yogurt or your oatmeal. Are you craving salty foods like potato chips and French fries and pretzels? This could be another indication that your body is low on healthy fats, particularly omega-3. Our bodies don't manufacture that fatty acid, so in order to get the daily requirements, we have to eat foods that have omega-3 fatty acids, like the things I mentioned earlier: salmon and other fatty fishes, avocados, nuts, and olive oil. A craving for salt can also be a sign that your body's dehydrated, because it's sodium that helps your body to hang on to fluids, which is why many pregnant women often crave salty foods, the whole pickles and ice cream thing, because the hydration needs go up in pregnant women. Their need for minerals that are often found in salt go up. Are you craving crunchy snacks? This could also mean a sign that you need water. It does seem kind of counterintuitive, but if you're dehydrated, your body ends up craving salt and crunchiness. So, salt cravings can be an indication that you need to drink more water. Are you craving kettle corn? If you're craving kettle corn, then your body wants both salty and sweet at the same time. And sodium and glucose, which our body needs both of in order to function properly, are two nutrients that are quickly depleted when you exercise, especially if you sweat a lot. So if your body is craving anything that's salty sweet, it may be your body telling you it needs to physically recover. And one way to do that is to focus on taking time after you exercise to recover and keep yourself rehydrated. Do you have a comfort food craving, like milk or cheese or macaroni and cheese? Cheese is the star ingredient in so many comfort foods like nachos and pizza and the aforementioned macaroni and cheese. And one of the reasons that your body could be craving cheese is because it's a source of tryptophan, which is the amino acid that is considered the feel-good neurotransmitter of the body, helping your production of serotonin. So it could mean, when you're craving the foods with cheese and other dairy products, that your body has an underlying need for serotonin. You can manage this comfort food craving with foods that are rich in tryptophan and serotonin, like bananas, dark chocolate, pineapple, salmon, nuts and seeds, and eggs. If you have an intense craving for any other food that I haven't mentioned yet, it's usually treats, but any other type of food, you could be mistaking your dehydration for hunger. Thirst is actually the last resort signal that we have from the body for dehydration. So we often misinterpret the signals that our body is sending us. We busy people are chronically dehydrated. So the next time you're thinking of reaching for something sweet or salty or comfort food, the surprising solution to that craving could be that you just need to grab some more water. So now that we've done the deep dive on what our body has been telling us through its food cravings, it's now time to delve into what Dr. Means says that you are telling your body, as the body whisperer, when you feed it certain foods. Dr. Means says that food is how you communicate with your cells, that foods send our cells specific messages. Dr. Means says that better health and good energy is as simple as maximizing 5 things in your diet and removing 3 things. She says that ideally, every day, every meal should include the following 5 good energy foods. And I'll tell you what each one of these 5 tells your body. Number 1, antioxidants and micronutrients, which tell your body you are resilient. Number 2, omega-3 fatty acids. You're telling your cells when you feed them omega-3 fatty acids, put down your defenses, things are safe now. Number 3, fiber. When you feed your body more fiber, you're telling your microbiome, I love you. Number 4, fermented foods. When you eat fermented foods, you're telling your body you can do it. Number 5, protein. Adding more protein into your diet tells your cells, let's build. It's time to build. Let's go. Here's the food prescription for each one of those categories. Antioxidants and micronutrients. You know this one. This is your fruits, your vegetables, your blackberries, your blueberries, your broccoli, your cherries, your plums, your radishes, your red onions, your shallots, your spinach, your strawberries, your apples, your artichokes, your asparagus. There's also dark chocolate in this category, and green tea, and nuts, and lots of spices. Second category, the omega-3 fatty acids. Chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, sardines, anchovies, salmon, oysters, and trout. The third category, fiber. Fiber is found in the aforementioned seeds again, chia seeds, flax seeds. How about beans, artichokes, jicama, avocados, pistachios, raspberries, lentils, almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, and split peas. Fermented foods like kefir and tempeh and miso and kimchi and sauerkraut, fermented beets and carrots and pickles. Last category, protein, specifically leucine, found in meats like beef, chicken, turkey, pork, fish, seafood, your dairy products like milk, cheese, and Greek yogurt, eggs, legumes, soy products like soybeans and tofu and tempeh, nuts and seeds. Once again, they show up in every category. And if you decide to supplement your diet with protein powders, make sure you choose ones that are organic and grass-fed with minimal ingredients. Try to find one that has no added sugars, no colorings, no artificial flavors, no gums, and no ingredients that you can't pronounce or name. A few extra categories which help you to be a body whisperer to your body. Cruciferous vegetables. They tell your body that it's tough times and we must produce more defenses. So this would be broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Magnesium, we mentioned earlier, sends a message to your body that it's time to relax. When you intermittent fast, you're sending a message to your body that we need to clean things up. And when you take in toxins and synthetic foods and herbicides and pesticides, you're telling your healthy bacteria in your gut that it's time to die. I mentioned earlier that in addition to the good energy foods that we'll want to incorporate into every meal every day, that Dr. Means mentioned 3 bad energy foods. Number 1, refined sugars. Number 2, refined grains. And the third one is one that I think I'm going to do a podcast episode on in its entirety, and that is refined industrial vegetable and seed oils. It's a category in and of itself that we should spend some time exploring and learning more about together. So this, my friends, is how you can easily become a body whisperer, trained in both listening to and speaking with your body. This is a really tangible, easily implementable way for you to get the conversation going with your body, to be the whisperer of excellent health. I would love to hear what words will be the first ones that you whisper to your body. Until next time, I am wishing you well.